Hey guys, Wolvie here with a special presentation for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Amiel Global for the 5th of September 2020. There is some updates inside the in-game news I do want to go over here. As you guys know, any opinions in this video are my opinion and my opinion only. But again, there's some stuff that's come along in the in-game news for Android users that does need to be looked at. And we're just going to go over some information. So, with that, we're going to go into, there is going to be maintenance coming up on the 7th of September. That is Labor Day here in the United States. So the maintenance, and this is the Square Enix bridge, this is Square Enix bridge, so basically, it's not just DFFOO, it's also the other games that are connected to the Square Enix bridge. This is the server that houses all the games. So it's going to be approximately from 5 to 9 p.m. UTC. This is near the United Kingdom. So for those of us in the Central Daylight Time Zone like I am, this is going to be 12 noon to 4 p.m. This is, and it says here, the maintenance period is subject to change without notice. So you do have a maintenance period coming up. This is a Square Enix bridge server. So it looks like this is probably follow-up to the emergency maintenance from before. Now we're going to get into the other half of the meat of the video, and that is regarding Android operating server 11. So I'll be completely honest here and say this: I'm surprised they came out with this early for Android users. If I were to speculate for a reason why, it would probably be because they're trying to learn from their mistakes regarding the anything that comes about for Android users. In a sense of revenue, it does appear that according to Sensor Tower figures from 2019, that the most of the default revenue is coming from Android users as opposed to iPhone users, or should I say iOS users. So it says here, updating to the upcoming Android 11 or current beta versions will cause certain devices to have compatibility issues with the game. Please take note before updating to Android 11 or current beta versions. We are currently testing the issues with devices, but please note that it will take time to resolve the issues. Further information regarding the above will be provided to players via subsequent notices. Please ensure that your game data is backed up before updating to Android 11 or current beta versions. So this shows you exactly how to back up your data. So there is the Square Enix bridge where you can save it that way if you're iOS user, or you're using a hybrid of iOS and Android. And there's also Google Play if you save it to there as well. I use both because honestly, I mean, it's pointless for me to have it in one place but not the other. So I have it at both spots in case anything goes wrong, and I at least have one place to go after it if the other does not work. So with that out of the way, what do I think about this? Now, like I said, I am a little surprised that they're coming out this early with this. So it looks like they're trying to improve the foresight, in my personal opinion. And honestly, this is what the game should be doing in sense of the information from the developers. Is that if certain things are out there early enough, jump on it. Get the research done. That way you won't run into as many issues when the actual issues come forth. Because the last thing this game can really afford is to lose the player base. And without the foresight, the loss is inevitable. And I will say that in addition, I am still going to be advocating for compatibility of DFFOO with Amazon devices, because with Android operating server 11, which we don't know that's what's going to show up, having compatibility with Amazon devices does help with the offsets. Meaning that if you have a third place for people to play DFFOO, that's even better. Because limiting it to just iOS devices and Android devices isn't going to help matter as much, if at all. So, I mean, this is not going to be a long video much at all. But I will say, though, with the Square Enix bridge, it's just like, I really am torn about that. I mean, when it comes down to mobile gacha games for Square Enix, I think each game should be on its own server instead of relying on one, because it could cause, and part of my language here, it could cause a real clusterfuck if you're not being careful. And I think DFFOO could really benefit from having its own server as opposed to sharing the Square Enix bridge server with other Square Enix mobile gacha games. And this does just show that when it comes to the issues this game is having, it's becoming a little bit more frequent, and I'm starting to become a little bit worried as in turn, because the copy and paste method, it's not a bad idea, but testing things out first before releasing the patch is the preferred way to go, in my personal opinion, because, again, if you test things out, you know the bugs, you can fix it before you implement the patch. That way, you don't have to worry about the issues later, because it's already been taken care of. But, again, it is what it is. And I'm not going to keep, this is going to be a shorter video because I do need to get ready for work. It is a Saturday morning here, so that's it on that. So, hopefully I should have, the next video should be the Noctis rework analysis. And that's it on that. So, with Wolvie here, signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.